11 years running, Covenant Christian Center has repeatedly engaged Nigerians of various walks of life in discussions about nation building through its soul-sponsored program, The Platform. This time, the case is not totally different. The message of more engagement through its theme, Get Involved, Nation Building is the assignment of this generation, is up. Pastor Nnamdi, the convener of the platform, restates the vision of the gathering and the need for citizens to get involved in the affairs of the Nigerian state. He hits on what he calls learned helplessness, which he describes as a psychological state of a person or people as a result of past experiences of defeat and failure, which renders them powerless and unable to change their environment.
What happens is, when people keep trying and keep trying to change their country, and keep trying to change their country, and there is repeated failure, after some time, they adjust to mediocrity. Any system of government, they will accept that system of government. If things are not working, they just say, anybody who is trying to do something about it, they'll tell you, why are you wasting your time? We tried this 10 years ago. We tried this in 1994. We fought June 12, nothing changed. We tried this here, and they keep going at that. So learned helplessness is a behavior typical of an animal, and this occurs where the subject endures repeatedly painful or otherwise difficult situations, which it's unable to escape from or avoid. After such an experience, the organism often fails to learn or accept escape or avoidance in new situations where such behavior will likely be effective. In other words, the organism learns that it is helpless. It has come to learn that in situations where there is a presence of difficulty, and has accepted that it has lost control and thus gives up trying. Such organism is said to have acquired learned helplessness. Therefore, what we're saying is that the power to change the course of this nation lies not only in you pointing to the leader, but the truth is there is an office, all right, a role for leaders, but an enlightened and engaged, all right, citizenry there can make great impact in transforming this nation. We could say, in other words, citizens who are educated and actively participating in the political affairs of their nation, the system through which good leaders are elected and held accountable.
Pastor Nnamdi insists that being better informed about situations in the society is a more strategic way to change the course of the nation.
This platform, we are therefore speaking directly to that generation. We are saying that there is a way to get involved and engaged. That if historically nothing has changed when we once tried, it doesn't mean that our future must be surrendered to our past experiences. And when we're talking about getting engaged, I'm sure a lot of speakers here will deal with this. It is more than just, now this is good, but it's more than just picking up PVCs for an election, right? The lowest form of power in the democratic process is casting your vote on election day. The truth about the matter is this, that a delegate in a national political party, his vote is worth about 100,000 PVCs on election day, because they have the power to choose who you will choose from. So if they give you the option, and I'm not saying in any sense of being rude, but if they give the option of a dog and a cat, then you, with your PVC, can only choose either a dog or a cat. So we must get enlightened, all right? So this getting engaged, what we're talking about here today, is more than collecting your PVC. PVC is good, all right? But you can still fall prey and use the PVC and nothing changes. We are talking about a way in which you enter into the system in order to bring about significant changes in this nation. If the educated, young, energetic, enlightened people get involved, things are going to change.
It's the turn of Professor Kingsley Moghalu, a man of many academic caps and a former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Professor Moghalu, a former presidential aspirant, says Nigerians have been too used to resilience and have learned to lower their standards over time. He, however, prefers a way out through the voter's card come 2019, when the nation's general elections would hold.
I am here with a message for my countrymen and women. And my heart is warmed up and fired up. And as someone we're familiar with would say, fired up, ready to go. So let's get right into it. You see, we as Nigerians have become very good at managing. We just manage. We have become extremely good at it. And no one should blame us. Because to be honest, we have believed and believed so many times. And we have been disappointed so many times. We have invested hopes and dreams in people. We have gone on strike several times. We have marched on the streets on several occasions. We have shut down this country on many occasions. And yet, we have been disappointed. That's what we have in Nigeria. We grow rich, we grow successful, and we forget the common man. We forget the average citizen. In fact, our political class, our recycled political class, whom we must overthrow in a democratic revolution at the ballot box come 2019, all they exist for, the reason they exist, is to make sure that our people remain poor. So that when we ride past in our big Jeeps and Land Cruisers, the people will be waving at us and their heart swells with pride. What a perversion of leadership. What a perversion of politics. Some people say, he would be good as president of our country, but will they allow him? They. So, will they allow him? So the question I ask, who is they? They is all of us, me and you. If we decide that it is possible, if we wake up from our slumber, it will happen. They only get to win if they win the battle over your heart and your mind. They claim to have extensive structure that no one else can beat. I have gone around this country. I have seen those structures. Those structures are human beings. Human beings like me and you at the ward level, at the state level, at the community level. We are building an alternative structure that will beat that structure.